Hello everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. My name is Alex. I'm outside the Vitality Stadium, as you can see. Bournemouth Stadium, we've just drawn 0-0 away. Now, if you actually look at this result, in a lot of ways you can take positives because we have really struggled here over the years. I remember here when we lost 4-0 with Sarri. Struggled to get points, although last season was quite positive, obviously winning 3-1. I remember being a lot more happy. I had that iconic picture with Matt Dav. Just all smiles last year. But it seems like a complete change of attitude from Chelsea fans in such a short space. And what I mean from that is, last season I think we were very patient. Back in the process, trusting Graham Potter, all of this stuff. Obviously everyone was upset when we lost Tuchel, but finally, we've rectified those issues. We've got in a real manager with Pochettino, a top manager, a proven manager who is capable and certainly deserves this opportunity, right? More than anything. I mean, his CV shows that with what he's done at previous clubs. And now fans want to boo the players at full time. They want to boo the manager at full time. I don't specifically know what we were booing, but I was just talking to Trevor. And, I mean, what did you tell me just before we started filming?
Yeah, so after the game, Thiago Silva came out. The usual respect to the fans came up and acknowledged us, even though it wasn't the best performance. And I got told off for clapping Thiago Silva, club legend.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Speechless. I don't know what to say. Unbelievable.
I mean, but this is the thing. I mean,
lack of respect, really.
It is a lack of respect. So I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, cool. We're having a go at all the fans. I know they're going at each other because we're booing young players, but you want to boo the most experienced player. Now maybe this is just a one-off. I mean, but why would you want to boo someone like that? Such a character. It's such a privilege to still have him at the club, even at 39 years old. He's almost 40. Still one of our best players, still leading the dressing room, still repping the Chelsea flag properly, has the mentality and knows what it means to win. We talk about this process, players got to develop. He's been there, he's done that. He's the one who's going to help them do that. You see Disasi playing alongside him, Gusto, Colwell. They're not going to develop overnight. And who are they going to look up to? It's obviously going to be players like Silva. So when I see that, it shocks me. So anyone in the comments, anything that you think about that, please let me know what you think, because I think it's a disgrace. I didn't even realise that until Trevor told me that before I started recording this fan cam. But even so, I don't think it's acceptable to boo the players. Some people were saying, well, the fans are entitled to their opinion. They paid their hard-earned money. Absolutely. But they paid their hard-earned money 30 years ago. And the fans didn't abuse players back then. I talked to a lot of Chelsea fans that used to travel to these games. Why is it different now? Do you read Twitter too much? A toxic Chelsea fans on Twitter get into your head? Because the football wasn't that bad. It wasn't. It really wasn't. So when I argued before on the Blue Balls podcast, which is going to be released later on, I said it's not that bad. And everyone says, well, look at the Nottingham Forest game. We couldn't do anything. We weren't in control. We conceded. We lost. I suppose in a lot of ways I couldn't really defend it. But today we had great chances. You look at the free kick from Sterling. It's just unlucky. Any other day that would be a goal. Neto was the man of the match for Bournemouth. Sanchez was our best player. So it just goes to show we were cancelling each other out. We both created chances. We created more chances. And we were so unlucky not to score 1, 2, 3 goals. And it could easily have happened that this was another 3-1 like last season. But it just wasn't to be the case. So, I'll be the first to say that I thought we were going to be a lot better. I thought we'd be right up there. I thought, it was a guarantee for Champions League football. Maybe I need to change my perspective on things. Maybe I need to look at things and say, well, at least, Man United, they've got their second season under Ten Hag. Man City, Arsenal, they're consistent. Newcastle as well. They're just adding to the squads they have. We've got so many good teams now at the top of the table. You didn't have that 5-6 years ago. You didn't have Arsenal. You didn't have Newcastle. All these teams pushing up now that weren't quite there before. So we need to reset our mentality as Chelsea fans and understand that this isn't the same Chelsea that it was under Roman Abramovich. It's a different Chelsea. I'm aware of that. Anyone who's not aware of that's just deluded or stupid. We can't go out and buy players and sack managers the way we used to, because half of the good managers, they're already employed, because there's so many top clubs, the managers want to go there and work there and challenge themselves. So it's not like you go to England and, well, there's only 3 clubs now. There's 7 big teams you can manage, and they all spend money. We're not the only ones spending money. We're just spending more than the rest of them. So it's just inflation. You look at Mudryk and you say 100 million, that could easily be 50 million. But the demand is there because other clubs are willing to compete with us now. So when I see Mudryk start, he didn't do well, I say, okay, fine. But what are we going to do with that? Are we going to bench him again against Aston Villa? How's that going to affect his development? Or do you give him a run of games, and then you have the chance to say after 5 games of starting him or giving him the game time, well, you know what, you had your chance, you still weren't good enough. And this is why we criticise Sterling, because he always gets started and evidently he doesn't perform. But look, the main point of what I'm saying is be patient. Trust the process. It may sound boring, but it's true. And Pochettino's not doing a bad job out there. I think this guy's doing he's doing the best that he can with the team. It would be wrong for me to say he's doing a good job, but I think that we're certainly seeing the basis for a team that first of all wants to work hard, and then the results will come. So even if we went on and dropped points in another 3 games in the next 6 weeks, I'm not worried, because if you really trust the process, you're not going to take this game by game, and you're not going to react like the way some fans do. You're going to take it and you're going to say, well, it wasn't our day today, but the players can learn from this, the players can build from this. And that's the way I'm taking it. And I really hope that more Chelsea fans can have that mentality. But again, if you disagree with me, let me know. If you agree, let me know what you think. Like and subscribe to the channel, guys. And look, it wasn't a win, but we didn't lose. So let's try and take some positives, guys.